Welcome everybody, this is Chris B from JediBusiness.com, and I'm here to take a look at Luke Skywalker from Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch. The action figure came out in March of 2016 in the United States, and it retailed for approximately $21.99 US. The packaging is identical with all the other Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch figures, which have been released since September 4th of 2015, which means you get the Star Wars The Black Series logo on the top of the box, you get the figure in the window in the middle, and on the bottom right you get a character portrait of Luke Skywalker. When you turn the box around, you will see that Luke Skywalker is number 21 in the series, and like always, Hasbro provides some additional information about the character. The packaging text reads, "Casting aside his humdrum life on Tatooine in favor of galactic adventure, Luke Skywalker learns the ways of the Force under Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi and quickly ascends to Rebel leader." So here's a look at Luke Skywalker out of the packaging. Now, does this look like Luke Skywalker? I would say it does. I think it looks pretty good. I enjoy the details on the belt. There's a droid collar. There's Luke's pouches, and there's even a hook where the lightsaber hilt can be hung from. None of the pouches on the belt are removable. The belt looks like as if you can take it off the figure, but I pulled on it and it just wouldn't come off, and then I didn't want to break the figure, so I just kept it on it. If you really want to get the belt off of the figure, you can probably pull it down the legs and get it off that way. Now, the tunic is easy to remove. All you have to do is just pull up and it'll come right off underneath the belt, and you can just pull it off the arms, and then you have a topless Luke Skywalker. Not sure why you would need that, but hey, it's possible to do. Now, besides the tunic, there are two other accessories included. There are the binoculars and Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. Now, Luke is able to hold the lightsaber really well in both hands. The blade is removable from the hilt, and the lightsaber hilts can be hung from the hook, which is located on the belt. The binoculars look really nicely detailed. They are beautifully sculpted. They have a lot of little details on them. So that looks great, and the figure is able to hold the binoculars nicely up to the eyes. But what's really nicely done is that there's a little flap on the binoculars, and you can just open it up and attach the binoculars to Luke Skywalker's belt. So that's a nicely added detail, which I really appreciate. Now, the figure is sculpted quite nicely. The head sculpt does look like Mark Hamill, I would say. I guess it depends on from what angle you look at the figure, but for the most part, I think this looks pretty good. Hasbro painted the figure quite well overall, I would say. The hair color looks quite nice. The paint on the belt looks especially nice. There's a lot of little details on there, like little subtle weathering, some black marks here and there. So I really enjoy that. But unfortunately, the tunic and the pants and the boots have no dirt on it whatsoever. There's no weathering on the boots. There's no Tatooine sand to be found anywhere. So I feel the figure could have really benefited from a more dirtied up paint application. Now, Hasbro also paid attention to scale, so the figure is a little shorter than Han Solo, just the way he's supposed to be, and that's nice. So overall, I think this Luke Skywalker action figure turned out quite well. I wish it was a little dirtier on the boots and on the tunic to give it more of a Tatooine feel. But besides that, it's a nicely sculpted action figure. It comes with all the articulation that you're used to from the Black Series in the 6-inch scale. And, well, this is the only farm boy Luke Skywalker which they've released so far. If you find it in the wild for $21.99, you probably want to pick this one up. It turned out quite well. So that wraps up our look at the Luke Skywalker action figure from Hasbro's Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch line. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that you can find over 3,000 different action figure reviews on JediBusiness.com, the Star Wars action figure database. My name is Chris B, and I'll catch you next time.